Hey there, wonderful audience who have joined the Revolving Relationship today. Get ready to embark on an incredible adventure with us. Subscribe now and let's explore the concealed secrets and uncover the truth together. Today, we will delve into a challenging topic that is relevant to all of us on our journey: handling deceit and betrayal. Well, my friend, today's story about OP found out her boyfriend cheating again after their second child born. Let's see what happened. Okay, so my son turns 3 next month. My son's father cheated on me multiple times, and I found out all at once about 2 years ago when I went through his phone. We split, got back together, briefly tried therapy, and have been really good since October 2023. I found out I'm pregnant again and I immediately became worrisome. I wanted a second child, but I don't know if we're healed enough for that or if I'm ready. But he kept encouraging me to make our family bigger and how things are better. But I've honestly never fully trusted him. He tries to reassure me, but I know he's a liar and a narcissist, and I already felt like he could be doing something still even though he comes home at reasonable times now. Doesn't drink as heavy as the past and answers my calls now either right away or soon after. But this feeling is intensifying. Maybe the hormones, maybe intuition. So tonight, about 2 weeks since finding out about my second pregnancy, he was drinking and didn't answer my calls for about 45 minutes. And for some reason I just knew there was more to it. He comes home drunk and calls me when he steps out of the car. Since I called, he had about 6 missed calls from me, but says he was walking down the street towards our house because he's smoking a cigarette. I asked him why he didn't have his friend drop him off in front of the house and accused him of being dropped off by a woman. He denied it, made jokes, told me how much he loved me and I'm being crazy. He fell asleep, and his guy friend that he said he was with texted him asking him to go out. If he had really been with him and he dropped him off, why would he text him to go out? So I checked the phone. Not as much things there as I found 2 years ago. But on occasion he FaceTimed a female that he has saved under a different name. And one of the females he was cheating on with me before was resaved in his phone under a different name. Someone I know, by the way, so I pleaded to him if I took him back he's to never talk to her again. And yet her number always ends up back in his phone. Clearly I can't stay. My mind still keeps trying to make excuses. But I've known what it was for so long already. My dilemma is, I wanted a second child and I'm really hoping for a girl. But I don't know if I want to be a single mom of 2 under 5. And I don't know if I want to go through this pregnancy and break up at the same time. I'm only like 6 weeks pregnant at most and I contemplate just stopping it now. But I know I'll regret it. But I'm fearful, like what if I can't love this baby the same way I loved my first, knowing he made me do this alone. Let's see how other people respond. Comment 1. He baby trapped her. It happened to me, too. Do not shame her. OP, leave now. File CS and end this scorched earth. Don't wake up in the same spot you are right now in a few years. Make the new life, starting today. OP answers. Because we were doing well. I thought he changed. I had doubts. But at the end of the day, he came home every day and we were a happy household. My son loves him and he's a great father. He doesn't really see the sides that I am going through. Hence why I'm on Reddit talking to strangers. The pain isn't in my household. Comment 2. About the pregnancy. You are already tied to him for almost 18 years. If he doesn't disappear, he will have to pay for child support. But is he able to co-parent? Are you financially by your own able go on for the future? OP answers. I can financially do it, I think. I know he'll co-parent as he's very attached to his current son. I don't know if he'll give child support easily. I keep thinking that too though. Like I'm already tied to him, so having another one won't really change the fact that he'll still have to be there regardless. But having 2 alone, broken home just sounds scary. Like what man is going to want me with 2 kids, even though I know I have seen people get remarried with even more kids. Continue comment. Can you get professional aid as a therapist, etc.? I know you don't have much time and the decision must be taken. However, if the pregnancy goes on, don't panic, but do not let him manipulate you or trap you. He has shown who he is, that he knows how to lie, how to manipulate, and he doesn't care about your family and your relationship. Good luck and hugs, and I send you all my better energy. I used to walk for 1 or 2 hours, just to breathe and to get my mind in the better position to make the right decisions. OP answers. I just reached out to my therapist because my mental health really isn't doing well right now. I was avoiding her because she's also pregnant, and although she's not a fan of my BF to begin with and I'm not sure her stance on abortion, I figured as a pregnant woman there's no way her advice would be to abort. Leave him, of course, but I just wanted 2-way advice, which is why I came here. But I do need a professional, so I reached out. I'm actually at work right now and had some cancellations and was planning on going for a walk. So we're deaf on the same page. And yeah, with the first he pled to stay and be a family, and how bad he didn't want to lose his son. And I fell for it. I don't want to do that again. I just feel really dumb to think it could be different. And so guilty to subject myself and another child to a broken home. Comment 3. Whatever you do, don't pressure yourself to make a decision. You have until 11 weeks. That's plenty of time to break up and move out and get things in order before deciding. My BF cheated, and a few months after reconciling I got pregnant with my first, now 3 months. I pressured myself immensely to make a decision by 6 weeks because of the heartbeat, and I decided to keep the baby. Around 9 weeks I started feeling doubts and trapped, and by then we had told everybody, etc., so even more pressure. Give yourself time. Ask yourself if you can handle 2 alone, financially, physically, emotionally. There is no shame in abortion, but I felt that majorly, and I feel for you. My therapist has had an abortion and she still pressured me to not get one. My mom, who is pro-choice, pressured me to keep it. I wish I had someone to tell me to do the right thing for me and not feel guilty about it. Do the right thing for you, whether keeping the baby or not. By the way, him doing this is trapping you intentionally, which is even more disgusting and scary. He has zero respect for you, for your children, for himself. This seems abusive. Opie answers. I do think that too. He believes that if we keep having kids I'll stay. I think that's what prompted me out of frustration to say I'm not keeping it mid-argument. I feel so many things because, like you, with my first everyone told me to keep, asked my mom. And I look at him now and I think OMG, I'm so glad I did it. But then sometimes when I'm being real with myself in my situation, I think, even though I love my son, I should have waited for a better partner and situation. So now that I'm in this situation again, I'm still pinned against wanting a family and not wanting to abort and not be able to conceive later, versus doing the right thing and not bringing a life into an already super messy situation. Comment 4. I'm so sorry, OP, to hear what you are going through. It seems that he is a serial cheater, and when this happened the first time, there was a lot of rug sweeping. You have a lot of decisions to make now, and my suggestion is that you separate and go no contact with him to give yourself some clarity. Can you stay with friends and family? You mentioned that he is a narcissist. That is the hugest red flag, as narcissists are incapable of change. He obviously has no problem lying to you, as this has become his normal behavior, and it won't improve in the future. You already know that. No one can tell you what to do, of course, but bringing a new life into this already messed up situation at best would be very difficult and at worst irresponsible. Sending you strength, OP. OP answers. Yeah, that's my dilemma. Thanks so much for your response and compassion. I don't want my unborn child to not even know what a family looks like together, because they will be born in midst of a breakup. But I also was raised to keep it, and I already told my whole family about the pregnancy and my co-workers. I just get scared that if I do it, lie about it to everyone too, that there might not be another chance in the future. I do think we could co-parent since we have to already, but I don't know, it just does seem irresponsible to go through with having another. Comment 5. You've said you never fully trusted him since 2 years ago when you caught him cheating the first time, and you believe he's a narcissist. If he's a lying narcissist, why did you continue the relationship? Really? Why? I won't accept an answer like I thought he changed or things were going better. I want to hear a deeper reason, like I don't love myself or I never had a dad and I cling to the closest man who shows any interest. So why are you trying to build a family with a lying, cheating narcissist? Opie answers. But to answer the question, because maybe it will help me, or I don't know, you understand me. I grew up in a household with a drug-addicted father and an enabling mother with a very unstable relationship. I have left or sabotaged great relationships because deep inside I probably feel I don't deserve them. I feel attached to this man probably because of his unstable pathways and how I feel internally. I've been trying to leave, but I see the good in others and wanted to believe that there was a chance that the words he was speaking of changing for me and his family would one day come true. Because on an everyday basis I love to feel loved by him, with knowing that at one point his character wasn't the same but our love was stronger. I loved watching him grow into maturity and fatherhood. Our son is the happiest child, and I like to think that our love and what he sees on a daily basis is the cause of that. Our love isn't perfect and the trials we have been through suck, but I did think we were moving past that and I was excited that we could overcome it. I didn't want to be my parents, but the outcome of changing a relationship similar to my parents into something good. Maybe it's the unhealed child in me. I've been fighting against it for the last 3 years. I've known I should have left, but the love when it's going well feels right, feels good, feels powerful, which is why children coming from it doesn't feel bad to me. I love my son, and I love that I had him even if his father could not be who we needed him to be. But I also know I cannot continue to live a life where it's only sometimes good and loyal. I want it all the time. My comment. You need to realize some people never changed, so you change. Sometime then change is good, sometime bad. Don't be numb.